Okay, so cool. I was just talking about celebrating every moment. So what can we be? And I was telling us that we are on earth to celebrate and to enjoy. That's the reason why we had chosen at one point to come here. So what invention am I using to not celebrate being myself, being unique, being different? Am I choosing? Everything that is will you now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What inventions am I using to not be able to celebrate the gift that my body is to me? Everything that is times a godzillion will you now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And when we do judgment, what happens? You can't do celebration. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what invention am I using and choosing to not be able to celebrate who I am, to celebrate the uniqueness and difference that I am? And everything that is will you now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, and beyond. So would you guys like to be like everyone else, or would you like to be different in yourself?
Different.
Extraordinary.
That's who you are, unless you do judgment. So when you do judgment, become ordinary. Everything that is will you destroy and uncreate it all. Pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and. So I'm going to mute you guys. So what would it be like that I can celebrate? So if you start celebrating, you're happy. When you're happy, everything gets better. And the very fact that you can breathe is a cause to celebrate. What if your standard for celebration is like you celebrate everything? Your standard for greatness is you don't do any judgment. So what if you can have these standards for yourself and upkeep them? So what would it be like for me to celebrate everything that is happening in my life with ease, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that? Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What invention are you using and choosing to not celebrate you and every moment of your life are you choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion will you now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Have you guys asked yourself, this is a beautiful question, Access, what is right about this that I'm not getting? So have you guys asked yourself today, what is happening so right in my life? What is happening so right in my life that I can celebrate? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So what is happening so right in my life that I can celebrate? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different to celebrate all the good health that I have, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different to celebrate all the great wealth of being, wealth of knowledge that I have, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, or receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different to celebrate the uniqueness and the difference that I am, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So would you guys like to celebrate how different you are? How
Yes.
can you be okay with who you are? Yes? Can you be in such a way that you're so comfortable in your own skin? How many of you celebrate your own skin? What does it mean, being comfortable in your own skin?
Loving ourselves as we are.
Exactly. Loving yourself as you are. Being so grateful to how you look, to how you present yourself, to how you be. So being comfortable with yourself. And can you celebrate that? Can you be yourself? Wherever you go, be willing to be yourself, be willing to be different. That will inspire others to also to think that it's okay for me to be myself. I don't have to be like others. I don't have to keep judging others. I don't have to react. I can be different. I can celebrate everything. I can have joy for the smallest things in life. So what can I be or do different to celebrate all the food that I get today? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Can you celebrate the sun? Can you look at it and celebrate? Yeah, you can. Because if I look at the sun, it is so pretty, that big yellow ball of light somewhere. Sometimes you don't see the ball, sometimes you see it. At 6 o'clock, it's like red. How pretty is it? And how much energy does it give you? And how much does it allow you to see everything? So can you just look at the sun and celebrate? You
Yes.
can. It's the most amazing being that is there. Can you look at the trees and celebrate? The beautiful green color. Isn't it? You celebrate your gift of sight. Because without this gift of sight, you cannot see these beautiful colors, and how many different colors of birds are there. How many, even black and white, they're also pretty. It's not that you need colors, but even those two colors are like really pretty. So what would it be like for me to acknowledge the gift of sight that I've been given, and to celebrate the sense of vision and sight that I have? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What can you be or do different to able to celebrate the sense of sight that you've been gifted with, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What can you be or do different to be able to celebrate your sense of hearing? How lovely is it to hear good things? I know sometimes we hear a lot of bad words, but that's a different story. But can you celebrate that too? If it's a choice, you can. Even if someone says bad things, you still have a choice to celebrate. You're like, oh my God, they're wasting so much of their energy on unwanted things. Can you enjoy that? I think the whole dramas came with that. They were like, people will enjoy when other people cry. People will enjoy looking at other people. So in the dramas, it's always the heroine or the hero who suffers. It's like that. So what if you can celebrate your sense of hearing? So be so grateful that I can hear so many things. I can hear beautiful music. I can hear the sounds of nature, the river flowing, all these things. That gives you, because when you celebrate your senses, you're celebrating being alive. All of your senses are designed to give you pleasure, designed to make you live. And at the end, what are we here for? Or from the beginning or in between, all the times, what are we here for? To live. So what would it be like for me to celebrate my sense of hearing, to acknowledge the beauty of everything I hear, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different to celebrate the sense of touch that I have? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So your sense of touch is another cause for celebration, because your bodies like to be touched. It's, the touch of anyone's hands, including yours, is healing by itself, irrespective of whether anything is added or not. If you touch anyone with kindness, it is such a beautiful healing. If you touch yourself with kindness, like, just keep your hand on your head, you start feeling better. When you hug people, so that is something to celebrate. And that's a good thing of having other people around you. I think the good thing of having other people with you is the hugs.
She went.
So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So what can I be or do different? To acknowledge the sense of touch and the healing powers that my touch is, and celebrate that. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different? To acknowledge the sense of touch that I have and the healing powers that my sense of touch has, and to be able to celebrate that with ease. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So what can you be or do different? To celebrate who you have become and who you are becoming, and acknowledge the change that you are becoming, to create more change for yourself and everyone else. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, I now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. So someone has asked, I'm new here. I want to ask why we say this again and again. Right, wrong, good, bad. That's like a secret mantra that will clear everything. So the more you say that, your mind will stop working, which is a good thing. Because if you're not thinking, you're more happier, you're celebrating. So it is a mantra to change, to clear what belief system you have. So the more you hear the words right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds, it will create change for you. And if you go to Access Consciousness and check for clearing statement, the word is clearing statement, you'll get more information on why we have this. And what we're doing today, our session is based on Access Consciousness. So we ask questions, use this clearing statement, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, to change things in our life. And that's why we use it. And you don't have to understand what I'm saying. You don't even have to listen. You just have to be there, and you get the change in the energy. It will start unwinding all the unconsciousness that we have picked up, or we've chosen, or it has been what has been imbibed on us. So what can you be or do different? To celebrate the fact that you have chosen consciousness. All of you who are here, at one point or the other, you have chosen something about consciousness. So what can I be or do different to celebrate the fact that I choose consciousness, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What if we can celebrate everything? Can we do that? Yes, you can. It's a choice. It is. Do you really want to? So everywhere I'm looking for special occasions to celebrate something. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So what would it be like if I celebrate? Why should I wait for a birthday? Why should I wait for a special day? Let's celebrate every day. So what have I made so significant about celebrating only once in a while? Making celebration something which I have to earn, and something which I do not deserve. Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So celebrate yourself. So I don't wait for special occasions, especially to buy cakes. I can buy a cake like I don't buy every day, but every week. So I would like to celebrate something. And that's because I like cakes. If you don't like cakes, you can, buy whatever makes sense to you, do whatever makes sense to you. Can you celebrate the feeling of being alive? Can you celebrate the fact that other people call you. If someone calls you, and even if they're calling you for shouting at you or giving you so-called feedback, which is like judgment, which they don't know or which they know and yet do it, but the fact that they've called you is something to celebrate. I'm in someone's thoughts. It's not about, okay, they're giving me feedback, they're judging me. Can you celebrate the fact that they are thinking about you? That means your energy is impacting them in some way. Now, if you don't judge the way they are treating you, even if they judge you, your energy can impact them into becoming more conscious instead of an energy where they are angry with you and you get angry with them. So what can you be or do different to celebrate your own presence, to become more present in everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that? Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what can you be or do different to celebrate who you are and who you're becoming in everything? Allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So let us celebrate our families. With the COVID, I think most of you are stuck with your families. Is that lucky or unlucky? So everything that brought up and led down for you, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Because your family are those brave people who have chosen to be with you most of the time in this life. They could have chosen to be with anyone else, but they have chosen to be with you for some reason. So can you celebrate the fact that there are this many beings who wanted to spend some time with me in this lifetime? And can you celebrate the fact that they are also healthy? You're together with them. So what can you be or do different to celebrate your family and what they have to offer you? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So your senses are these beautiful gifts. That is enough reason for you to celebrate everything. They're the beautiful gifts that you have. We take them for granted. You don't appreciate that I can see so much, or I can hear so much, or I can touch. How many of you truly appreciate that? It's more about, oh my God, So Vijay, is that a yes? Good for you. How does it get better? It shouldn't be more about, oh no, I have to go to work today. These people will say something or the other. How will I put up with the whole day? That is that is taking the gift of life that's been given to you and making it so much lesser. Because if you learn to celebrate, life is something beyond your imagination, something so great. You can see things and create things that no one else has. When you celebrate the difference that you are. Would you like that? Would you like to create something different so that everyone can follow? Or it doesn't matter whether people follow or not. But can you create something which no one else has? Yes, you can. Are you willing to do that? So what can I be or do different to celebrate the uniqueness and the difference that I am, to be able to create things that only I can create? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So with the celebrations, there is a concept in Access called generosity of spirit. Generosity of spirit. So what does generosity of spirit mean? Let me learn to celebrate everyone who I come across, everything that's happening. So generosity of spirit is not about I am giving money to everyone. I'm so generous that I give so much money to these people. That's not what it is. Generosity of spirit is I'm happy for everyone else's success. I'm so happy for what good things that happen in anyone else's life. So when someone tells me I have got more money, or I have a new class, I have clients, I have a new job, truly be happy for them. Celebrate each and everyone's small achievements, big achievements. They have won something. Because when you celebrate that, you become the generosity of spirit. And it's not about that I have to buy them something or tell them I'm celebrating. I just have to be truly happy for them. I'm like, wow, this person has achieved something. Then you are in generosity of spirit. And what happens then? The universe chooses to celebrate you when you're in generosity of spirit. And you will receive so many things back. So what can you be or do different to celebrate everyone's achievements or success as your own? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what happened is, when I got a job, and I was telling people, see, I've got a job, I'm going to join. Some of them were really confused. So one person actually asked me, like, your healing business, did it fail? Is that why you're going back to work? And I was like, no, I think I'm adding to my life because I believe in adding more things to my life. And they were like, okay. But there was one person when I said, see, I've got this job, she was like extremely happy. She was so happy. And I could hear the laughter. She was laughing actually for 2 minutes. Then I told her, see, I myself am not sure whether I want to go back to the job. I don't understand why you are so happy. But she said, no, this is such a good thing. It is such a great thing that you've created. And I had to hear it from her to know that I've created a great thing. Sometimes you have to hear it from the other people. You don't even acknowledge how you have created great things. Yes, you don't even acknowledge that you are good at things. You have to hear it from others, right? So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, if I have. And she said, Nithya, don't you know this is such a great thing? I was like, yeah, okay, I do acknowledge it's such a great thing. So after I joined, what happened was, within a span of 3 months, somehow we had to hire more people. And somehow it happened like initially there was no way I could hire her, but things started changing. And then I asked her to come for some interviews and she cleared. And then she came and started working with me. So that is generosity of spirit. When she was truly happy for what I had, she got it. Easiest way to create. Easiest way to create greatness for you and for everyone. And easiest way for you to attract what they have is when you celebrate them and their achievements. Because in oneness, no one is different from you. And see, the universe is like so amazing. It's like you say, I would like money, and it's created the money. But sometimes it doesn't give it to you, it gives it to the other person, whoever else is willing to receive more. That doesn't mean you didn't create it. That doesn't mean your thought has not been set in motion or things are not happening the way you've asked for. It's just that in oneness, the universe is not going to look at, let me give to this person because they have asked. Someone in consciousness has asked for something greater. It's ready now. At this moment, who is willing to receive it? It goes to them. Doesn't mean you will not get it. You will also get it. But when you are in that vibration of infinite receiving, when you truly celebrate, and this is where the 10-second increments, right? Living in 10-second increments becomes really important. Because when the universe has put everything together and is ready to give it to you in that 10 seconds, if you do not celebrate, if you're sad or upset, it goes to whoever is available in the 10 seconds who can receive it. So what if you can celebrate every 10 seconds, each and every 10 seconds, for what it truly is, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what can you be or do different to be the generosity of spirit that you truly are? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Because at this time, consciousness, it's time for everything to change. And who can create the change is you. By acknowledging that you can. By acknowledging the greatness you are, and by being the generosity of spirit. So I'm happy if, because in oneness, everyone is me and I am everyone. So if they have a cause to celebrate, I have a cause to celebrate. If someone has a reason to smile, I have a reason to smile. Now it works the other way. How many of you use who does it belong to? And you have to use it all the time. I've been using it. I still have to use it. Because if someone is sad, you pick up that too. If someone has a lot of pain, you pick up that too. If someone is like in abuse and you hear it, you tend to pick it up because we are all connected in oneness. So that is why you have to do so much who does it belong to, because you have to let go of what you're picking up. But what if you can pick up the generosity of spirit? You can pick up the happiness, the good things that are happening. Can you pick that? You can pick that up too. So what would it be like for me to celebrate each and every moment of my life and to celebrate everything that's happening to others, which is greater for them, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different to acknowledge the greatness that I have, to be able to celebrate that, to create something much greater than what I can imagine? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And now for us to celebrate, what we have to let go of is judgment. Actually, if we let go of judgment, millions of issues in life will sort out. Literally everything will sort out. So why would I let judgment rule my life and stop my celebrations? So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. I've been taught that way. I've been brought up that way. I've been taught that celebrate only good things. Be sad when something is not working. Or there are more people who will betray you. So take care of yourself. Don't be the generosity of spirit, because they are not going to return it back to you. But is it the time to allow all that to go? Why should we let it go? Were you guys happy when you were doing judgment? Did it work for you? So why not try a different possibility? Why not try non-judgment and celebrating everything and see how that works? That will work magically. And that actually works. It makes your life much better. So just give it a shot and then we will see what happens. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, any questions, guys? Yes, Usha?
Yeah, if supposing, like you said, if anyone is doing judgment, just be what don't judge that person like that, right? But if supposing there is this one mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, they ask the daughter-in-law said, okay, you take the injection first, vaccination, but I will take it later after you have taken. Is that a judgment, or is it whatever happens is happened, like is it a judgment? I mean to say that mother,
It's a choice, no?
it's a choice.
I don't know. If you're doing it, you will know. I hate my mother-in-law, so let her try the vaccine. If she dies, it's good. That's a judgment. I care for my mother-in-law. There's not enough vaccine, so let her get it. That is different. That is generosity of spirit, celebrating that they have it. So what is your point of view from
Yeah,
which?
the first one.
First one. Oh, okay.
The first one.
That that is a conclusion and a judgment. And what if the vaccine actually works and your mother-in-law is fine? So you have to look at all the different possibilities that will show up with that. And it's not necessary that, but are you functioning from fear? If you say, let my mother-in-law get it, I will see if it works or not. Or are you functioning from awareness? Is something telling you like, my body is asking me to wait for some more time? So if you're functioning from awareness and your body is saying, I would like to take it a little later, and your mother-in-law is, usually mother-in-laws don't function much from consciousness and awareness. Usually, not for everyone, but most of the time. That word itself has some, anyway, pot and pock, different sorts of energies. But so if you're aware that you have to do it later, it is fine. But if you conclude that, let me see what's happening, and then especially, let's not judge them. Let's generosity of spirit is celebrating everyone. So what if you can be that? What if you can celebrate her too? Then you get more good things rather than not liking them or judging them. And it's not wrong to not like them or judge them. It's not wrong. It's just choice that you have. So if you choose a choice that is conscious here, it will create something greater. And what would you like to choose? Would you like to choose something greater, or would you like to choose the same? And just like I said a few minutes before, what we chose didn't work till date, right? The unconscious choices we made did not work to the way you're happy. Otherwise, you'll be celebrating everything. So if they've not worked, can I choose different here? What difference? What can I choose here that is different? That is what you can ask. And you will only know whether you're functioning from judgment or awareness. It's because I can still say that, can you do this better, without judgment, as a way of giving you guidance, or it can be a judgment. Can you do this better? You're doing everything wrong. You're so wrong. And that is moment by moment, depends on the energy of you, who you're interacting with. So that's how you have to make out. Yes, 1 + 6, hand is raised. I don't know the name.
This is Poonam Nithya.
Poonam.
Yes, मैं ये पूछ रही हूँ, जैसे आजकल बहुत सारे अपने नियर एंड डियर्स बीमार भी हैं और कुछ को खो भी दिया है, तो बहुत बार मन में आता है कि उनकी चॉइस है, लेकिन अंदर से दुख तो होता है. तो अभी इसको हम, जैसे ये बहुत चल ही रहा है और आसपास ना, तो कैसे हम इसको डील कर सकते हैं? What is it actually?
It is grief. We've not been educated fully on death, or desensitized with the process of life and death. And if a dear one is, you lose a dear one, it is hard. It is not that it's not. So what's the best way you can deal with this? Sometimes if you have to cry, please cry it out. It's not wrong. It's not wrong to let it out of your body. It is not, yes, we celebrate, but can we celebrate the death? Yes, you can. Because what I get is, especially when my father left, is that they always go to a better place. They have finished their journey here and they've chosen something different, something greater. So what if they have moved on to something really greater? Can I celebrate that? Yes. Can I celebrate the legacy that I have through them, the interactions and the memories that I've had with them? Yes. If there is something that person wished, that this is where I would like my business to go or my world to go, can you take that forward for them? Yes, you can. Can you ask for their desires to still happen? Yes, you can. So that is what you celebrate there. Now be very kind to yourself, because grief is a huge thing. The minimum thing is, please find someone you can talk to, someone you can, just get out all that you're feeling. And that's the best what you can be. If someone is going through deep grief, the best thing you can be is a listening ear, a person who just listens to them. Because it may not even work if you tell them, let this go, be grateful, if they're not willing to hear it. So find someone whom you can talk to, tell them what you're feeling, get those things out. And if you're willing to change, you can change it. So celebrate the fact that they are going to better places and they have more choices now, and they never leave us because their being is always there. It is their body that has left or transitioned over. So that their being is something that their qualities, their strengths, what have they taught you? These are all the legacies that you have, which you can take forward and celebrate that too. Because if it weren't for them, I may not have got this or realized this, right? So those are the ways to cope up with that. And depends on where you are, how aware you are, how much you're willing to let go. But usually, and let us acknowledge the fact, it is a hard thing. It is not something that is like so easy and I will, let it go and I have to let it go instantaneously. You're not wrong if you don't let it go for even 1 month or 6 months. It's okay. Be kind to yourself. Be willing to celebrate what they have chosen and what is the best way. So you can ask, what's the best way I can cope up with this? What is the best way that I can let this go? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and girls. Thank you, Poonam.
Thank you so much, Nithya.
Welcome. Preeti, did you have a question? Did you raise your hand?
No, Nithya, I just raised by mistake.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. So what can I be or do different to celebrate everyone's choices? Because what they know, only they know. You don't know. And we don't know why they chose that. We don't have to. But when you believe they are aware enough and they know how to make choices for themselves. So can you honor that? Can you celebrate their own choices? So what would it be like if I can honor and celebrate the choices that everyone makes, knowing that they know where they're heading, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Yes, Varsha?
Nithya,
Yes.
do some clearing for leg joint pain.
Leg joint pain. Whose leg joint is paining yours?
Yeah, especially when I climb up the stairs or come down, it's like that.
Leg joint means knees, right? Or is it ankles? Or is it both?
No, knees.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to give the clearing. Don't get offended, okay? So everywhere I'm being so needy that my knees keep hurting. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Wherever I've tried to let go of being needy, but I'm not able to let go, and I still hold on to all my needs in ways that my knees always pain, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And everywhere I'm still choosing to be inflexible, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Yeah, you can try that version.
Okay, thank you, Nithya.
Thank you. And you can talk to your needs. Say, I really like you guys. I would like to celebrate you guys.
Yeah.
Take care of me. I will take care of you.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions? So what can we be or do different to celebrate the difference that, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and girls. Yamini, you have a question?
अभी मैम एक शेयरिंग करना है 1-2 मिनट तक है ना शेयर प्लीज.
Yes, you can.
मैम अभी आपने कहा वो नीड पेन का कि वो नीड होता है इसलिए ये है. ऑनेस्टली मेरा नीड पेन हो रहा था, बहुत स्वेलिंग आ गया था एंड आई वाज सो हैप्पी. मैं एकदम ऐसे कान लगा के सुन रही थी स्पीकर में भी. फिर आई जो आपने बोला इट्स रियली ट्रूथ, क्योंकि मॉर्निंग से कल रात से भी और मॉर्निंग से मैं बहुत एकदम वैसे सोच रही थी जो पैसे इन्वेस्ट हो रहे हैं मेरे हस्बैंड के सैलरी के, वो कहाँ हो रहे, कैसे हो रहे, कुछ मिल नहीं रहा है. तो वो कुछ मिल नहीं रहा, क्या हुआ, नीडी हो गया ना. आई एम लाइक वैसा ही हो गया ना. सचमुच इसका मेरे पर. थैंक यू सो मच मैम.
Thank you. So we are infinite beings. We're all infinite. There is no need for needy. Because you are, that's who you are. You are infinite abundance. Lesser. But I am so powerful that if I say I'm needy, you will create all the lack instantaneously. So let me function from the greatness that I am. And greatness can only be acknowledged. You cannot validate it. You cannot tell yourself how you're great or why you're great. It only should be acknowledged. It cannot be validated or reasoned out, right? Dia, you have a question?
Yes, Nithya. Nithya, for my left eye, what can I say? Like something like you said for knees, being needy. What am I doing which is causing that pain? There are justifications to it, honestly. More screen time, but I know it's something else too.
So what is it that is within you that you're not willing to see and change? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Pod, Pock, all 9 shots, boys and peons. Anything to do with eyes is I'm not willing to see something.
So it could be in me also or somebody else also. Is it, Nithya, that, my family?
Yeah, but
I'm not
somebody
willing
else is also you. You're also somebody else. So does it matter whether it's with you or someone else?
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah.
It's just interchangeable words. Okay. What is right about me? What is right about them? Both of this,
What is true?
whatever
Yes,
works for you. Right, wrong, good, bad.
done.
And if you've not been there or done that, you won't see it in the other. If it's not in you, you won't see it in the other. So if you see it in them and I don't like the way this person is behaving, you have behaved like that. Maybe not in this lifetime, but somewhere, sometime. So what is in you is what you see in others.
So many times I see the goodness. I see that some people are just so amazing, but I don't see it within me. Like, how does that work?
Oh, that's because you judge yourself. If you can see it in the others, it is in you. If you can say this person is good, it means you have it. Otherwise, you will not see it at all. But because we love to judge ourselves and we're like, oh, everyone else is better than me, they have to be, because I'm not good enough. Everything that brought up and let down for you, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9 shots, boys and girls. So if the access tools do not work for you, it's only because there's an underlying point of view, a very powerful point of view created by you that will stop it from working. Otherwise, there's no reason why it will not work.
Done. Thank you.
Yeah, Nandini.
Hi, Nithya. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, the question what I wanted to ask is actually, I don't know if it's the right platform to share. My daughter had her first puberty yesterday, and
Sorry, she
unwanted
had what yesterday?
puberty, like, she's matured yesterday.
Okay.
And there are so many rituals that we follow, right? And knowing that, I don't want to buy any of those point of views that, I had in my childhood. I'm afraid that, maybe I'm buying those point of views because my mother said, she should not have her first, this thing in a black dress, and in a night time she should not be. So I'm afraid, am I really buying those point of views, thinking that I don't want to, and unnecessary I'm getting into some fear.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So just if you...
I don't want to create anything, being a mother, I definitely don't want to create anything, whatever I've gone through in my childhood. So can you give
So
some
if you
clearance?
say I don't want to create that, you will end up creating that. You're resisting and you'll invite that. So let me be very aware of the words here. What can I be to have fun with my daughter? What would it be like that both of us enjoy this phase? So that is the way you should. And the whole thing is, it is a cause for celebration. It was just in olden days, they would celebrate it doing rituals so that they are saying the girl is ready to get married. Today it's different. You don't have to marry your children that early. In fact, the later you marry people, it's good for people. If you married at 40 and all, it's really much better than marrying yourself at younger ages. So you don't have to do those rituals. You can still do it if you would like to, if it's light for you, but it's not necessary. And this is not any cause to fear or panic. It is just your body changing. So what would it be like for us to be able to celebrate women's bodies and what women are going through, and everything that does not allow us to know, be, perceive, and receive that will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So for every point of view you have about this, please do interesting point of view. I have this point of view.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Usha, did you have a question? I see 4 hands raised. Did you guys forget?
Yeah, I have
your hands down? Or?
Yes.
I have a question. Can I ask Nithya?
Okay, Varsha
Just
first.
question. Yeah, thank you. Nithya, my daughter is going through PCOD. It's not fully PCOD, but she's moving towards PCOD. And it's like this, that every month her periods are delayed, by a week or so. So do some clearing. Though I'm doing the communion symbols, which you taught me in shamanism on her and everything, but I think which very effective so that she is not into this.
So all the guilt about being a woman from this lifetime and everywhere I'm able to accept being a woman, destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong,
Yes.
all 9 shots, poison. Usha.
Yeah, Nithya, that in access bars manual, that is connect with 300,000, 350,000 people, right? Something like that. Yeah, I mean, what is the significance, or what is the that we connect with our this 300,000, 3,500 people, I mean to say.
Is 350,000.
Yeah.
It's like, are you connected with at least 4 or 5 people?
Yes.
Are they connected to 4 more people?
Yes.
Are those 4 people connected to 4 more people? So if you look at it that way, when you change something in you, you have the potential to change 350,000 people.
Okay.
And it goes like a wave. It's how you're connected. So when you are going to say, how does it get better than this? At least 1 or 2 people in your family are going to, like, even if not today, after 6 months, they're going to start saying, how does it get better? And they'll be connected to 4 or 5 people. So it just propagates like that. Okay. Neelam, did you have a question?
Yes, Nithya, I do have a question. Like, what clearing can be done for the arms, like you did for eyes? So, what clearing can be done for arms? There's no pain as such, but it's like it's difficult to hold things for long, and most of the time it's tired.
So what is it that you've decided that you have to hold on to, that you would not like to hold on to, that if you let go, you'll be fine, but you're not willing to let go? Everything that is will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poison, peons. And never tell yourself that I'm tired. I have strong arms. I can hold
yes.
on.
Perhaps saying this more that I am a strong, so it also, it takes a lot of efforts to prove that, or it takes a lot of effort to do that.
If you want it, it's up.
Yeah. And is there anything to do with the left or right side? Because it's in the left side especially.
Have you decided one part of your body is weaker than the other? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all shots, poison. Or maybe you work your left more. So should not be. You can in fact ask, what is happening right in my life that I'm not willing to perceive? So when you think everything is going wrong, I think your left side will, left side of the body thinks.
Oh, right.
Okay. Or when you locked in the wrongness, maybe I interchange it. Yeah. Right side of the body is when you decide everything is going wrong and nothing is right. Left is when you have decided something is wrong and locked it in. So everywhere I've decided anything that's wrong about me, now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poisonous. Guys, time up. Nandini, did you have a question? Was it like you didn't put your hand down?
I'm sorry. I'll put it down. That's all. Yeah. Nithya, like one more to the same question. Like, still I have this feeling stating that because my mother said, like, not to allow anyone, like, especially the men or any ladies also directly, like, into the house. They have to, even her friends also, my mother said not to allow any of her friends, let her, like, to touch or talk to her for 5 days. But she's feeling so offended, like, she's bored actually. And we live in a different country, so she doesn't have anyone. We don't have any families or friends. So she's feeling very bored and annoyed and, like, very moody.
Don't buy what
And
your mother says.
yeah,
Do what
seriously.
feels right for you and your daughter. It's her life also. So,
Yeah.
and see, this whole thing was to celebrate womanhood. The days
Okay.
when In olden days, when they say you stay alone, they wanted you to have alone time and celebrate yourself. And they wanted you to, you didn't have to go to a temple because you are in the vibration of the goddess on those days.
Okay.
Because you are so pure those days, you don't have to go anywhere to get anything. But they changed the whole ritual and they made it like it's wrong. You shouldn't touch this person. You shouldn't do that thing. So it is not a wrongness. It is something to celebrate in the body. And if your daughter would like to do whatever she wants to do, allow her.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Because if you're going to tell her not to do it, she'll do it. So just okay guys, so we're done with today's call. Thank you so much. If any of you are interested, I have foundation classes starting May 18th. Talk to the entities on May 14th. Starting a new shamanic batch. So if any of you are interested in any of these things, please reach out to me. And thank you so much. Have a great day. Celebrate. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nithya.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.